Hi there, Cynthia Mason here. I am a Canadian lawyer and trademark agent at Mason Professional Corporation and at Markably.ca. I just wanted to jump on this video for two reasons, really. One, to just check in and see how everybody's doing. If it's anything like here, it's, been a crazy couple of weeks. One thing I've learned is that being a lawyer actually has no transferable skills whatsoever into teaching 5 and 6-year-old boys how to do math and read words. So that's been fun. But the bigger reason that I wanted to just jump on here is to kind of talk about something that I've been seeing a lot on social media. And that is this whole idea of a business pivoting to kind of address these strange times and to continue serving clients, mostly in an online space. First of all, I think it's great. I did the exact same thing. In January, I launched Markably.ca, which is my new online trademark registration system. And I'm, really glad that I did, because it is now an avenue that I have to serve my clients at all times of the day, which, which parent here has not been working in the middle of the night and when their kids are watching Netflix or Disney Plus. So, to be able to provide your clients with continuing service on their schedules, which are no longer regular business hours, it's been really great to be able to do that. And I'm glad to see a lot of other businesses are looking at the same model. One thing I did want to just kind of talk to you about from the perspective of a trademark lawyer and an expert in protecting brands is that when you're going to jump into launching a new program or a new service or maybe even a whole new business, one thing you don't want to overlook is the name and making sure that it's a strong name, first of all, and that secondly, somebody else isn't already using it in a way that you're going to cause confusion. So, a strong name has a couple of criteria. One, it's memorable. And that's not a legal requirement, but certainly something that you want your consumers to be able to remember your name. But more importantly, that the name is distinctive. And when I say distinctive, I mean it's not generic, it's not descriptive, and it's not like somebody else's name. And so how do you really know if a name is already out there in the same field? Well, you have to do some searches. There's no getting around that, because really the last thing that you want right now, on top of everything else, is to receive a cease and desist letter after you've done your pivot and you start offering your online service or your online business. So a couple of the big places where I always do searches for my clients and that I recommend that you do, and here's the great thing, is that they're publicly available and you can access them for free. All it really takes is your time. And you can do it in the middle of the night, even better. So the first one is the Trademarks Register. And this place is important because you're not only going to find marks that are registered and in use, but you're also going to find marks that are pending registration. And in Canada, you can actually file an application for a trademark long before you start using it, and that application will give you rights in that name going forward. So it's important to see what other people are thinking about starting to use and what they have applied to register, because they may not be using them yet, and you won't know if you've done a Google search. So that brings me to the second database, and that really is the internet and running a Google search. If your name is a little bit generic, you're going to get a lot of hits on Google. And so what I like to do is combine the new name with the generic word for, your products or your services, and see if anything's coming up in those combinations. In addition to the Trademarks Register and the internet, you also want to be looking at domain name registries. And if, ideally you want your name to be, you want to have the .com and the .ca. If somebody else is already using those, take a close look at how they're using them and to see if it's going to be something that's causing a little bit of confusion. And if your clients are going to look for you at this domain name, who are they going to find? So those really are, well, in addition to the domain names, you're also going to want to check social media, because oftentimes, when somebody's launching a new business or, pivoting to launch something new, you don't have time or money to put together a brand new website. And so the fastest and cheapest place where you can launch a new name is going to be on social media, because you can get a page up there in like 30 minutes. And then technically, if you're advertising something on social media in connection with a name, you are using a trademark under Canadian law, and your rights are going to start ticking. So just wanted to give you those quick tips. And if you have any questions, if you've done some searches on your new name, and you have some questions, just let me know, and I'm happy to walk you through. So thanks, and have a great day or a great evening, or whenever it is that you're watching this.